like machinery tonight. Breathing through steel and smoke. The machines never stopped. They only disappeared into the fog. Beyond the skyline, the Iron District never sleeps. Industrial wastelands, every reflection feels cold and distant, like emotion dissolved into machinery. Static pressure beneath tired eyes, metal tension underneath pale skin. Even silence sounds mechanical now, industrial, restless, disconnected. Active, signals fading, no silence inside the structure. surface. Strobes, bodies moving like silhouettes in a dream, lost inside hypnotic repetition. Acid frequencies tearing through darkness like voltage cutting through frozen steel. Nobody speaks inside this warehouse. Only motion, only shadows, only basslines shaking the floor. Neon abyss. Neon abyss. No bottom. No bottom. No bottom. Code station lights trembling above platforms, empty trains crossing through black tunnels. Every reflection feels distant and unreal, like reality dissolving into static. Electric tension beneath tired eyes, silent pressure underneath pale skin. Even time feels distorted here, endless, weightless, disconnected. Signal fading, depth increasing, no horizon inside the darkness. Smoke flooding across concrete floors. Bass pressure shaking steel foundations. Dark figures beneath red lighting, moving through industrial shadows. Acid distortion ripping through the atmosphere, like fear translated into frequency. Everything feels deeper tonight. Cold lights, cold air, cold void. Neon abyss, black horizon. Neon abyss, no return. Neon abyss. The lights keep falling into the abyss beneath the city. The machines are silent. But something still moves inside the structure. Broken floodlights above empty warehouses. Rust-covered pipes disappearing into darkness. systems. Pressure lingering inside the structure. Chamber smoke spiraling beneath crimson strobes. Bodies moving like mechanical apparitions, lost inside hypnotic repetition. Acid frequencies grinding through darkness like sparks trapped beneath rusted steel. Nobody speaks inside this warehouse. Only motion, only shadows, only basslines shaking the floor. Factory ghost. Factory ghost. Cold machine. Cold machine. Silent rail tracks fading into fog. Signal towers blinking through industrial haze. Every reflection feels distant and unreal, like time stopped inside these buildings. Static pressure beneath tired eyes, metal tension underneath pale skin. Even silence feels mechanical now, frozen industrial, disconnected. Ghost signals, fading systems, no silence inside the ruin. Never left.